Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be unboxing the new Connor McDavid figure from McFarlane. Now this figure is very different from the Legacy series figure that I did an unboxing for a few years ago now. So at the end of the video, once this one's unboxed, we're going to go through and kind of do a little comparison, talk about the differences because there are some. So this figure just came out. It is 6 inches. And it articulates as well. So that's one difference already from the Legacy series. That had no moving parts. This one looks like it twists at the waist, the neck, the arms, shoulders, and the knees as well. So you can put it in sort of different positions. Also, you'll notice the packaging, very different. I like this packaging much more. If you remember from the Legacy series, those first ones, they were all plastic. And then the outside of the plastic was like that crimped plastic that you just really couldn't cut through. It was almost impossible, and then you'd end up cutting yourself. So not fun there. This, very different. You'll see that we have, basically it's a cardboard back, and then we have the bubble. So very similar to starting lineups. If you were fans of those, which I am, this is probably the closest thing we've had to a starting lineup as far as these figures go in a long time. So kind of excited for the hockey ones, but then one would think we're gonna get football in baseball, and I don't know, maybe even some basketball ones if they get that license. So not sure if McFarlane's doing that or if Hasbro still has a license there, but they haven't really put out any starting lineups since that series one that came out that was way overpriced and nobody bought. So looking at the front here, again, cardboard back, you can see we have the NHLPA logo. We also have the McFarlane logo there, team logo and name. We got McDavid's name here and his number in the corner. You can see the figure comes with 2 hockey pucks. We have the hockey stick, and then we have the figure as well. And then it looks like there is a base plate to stand him on, kind of tucked away in the back. He is strapped down, so the figure inside the box is not going to move at all. So flipping it over the back, you can see again we have the NHLPA NHL logo. We have the McFarlane logo, player's name, team logo, but then we got some like statistics and bio here. So jerseys 97, he's center, 6'1", 194 pounds, born January 13th, 1997 from Canada, and he was the first pick in the first round of the 2015 draft. So right now they have 6 players. You can buy them individually or you can buy them together as a lot. Each one is $22.99. Or you can buy the whole lot for like $137.94. So unfortunately, you don't get a break. Really wish they would have done something about that there. Just would have been nice if you're gonna buy all 6. But the 6 players that you can get are Connor McDavid here. We get Austin Matthews, Connor Bedard, Lane Hudson, Alexander Ovechkin, and Sidney Crosby. It looks like as of right now, recording this, all players are available except Sidney Crosby. He is still on pre-order, and so if you do buy the whole set, that is also on pre-order as well, so must be a little delay there. One thing I will say about this packaging is that with a cardboard back, that is susceptible to having dents and rips and bends. So people who are picky and like to get things graded, that's definitely something to be aware of. But one cool thing is I like you can just set it up. So if you're not gonna take it out of the package, you're able just to set it on the shelf. Also, it comes with a cutout here, so if you do wanna hang it on the wall, you have that option as well. But for today's purposes, we're gonna have to rip into it because, yeah, really wanna see what this thing is like. I have a hard time just like ripping this open because the packaging is pretty nice, but we're just gonna go into it. So there we go. Bye. Sorry, Connor. All right. Oh, so much easier than the original Legacy series ones. Oh, those were brutal to open. If you watch some of the unboxing videos, I had to cut a whole bunch of stuff out because it just took forever. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Figure comes out, dome comes out. We do have some tape. So it comes with 2 hockey pucks, and there is tape over it. So you're not going to lose those. But yeah, those I can imagine those would be very easy to lose. That's probably why they give you 2 of them. Let's go ahead and yeah, it's very, very sturdy. Sure, I think a knife might actually be easier. But so we got the stick, and I'm actually going to leave the pucks in there for now because I don't want to lose those, and I'm not really sure they're absolutely necessary. I haven't seen them. I don't remember them coming with the original starting lineups or the other McFarlane figures, but I guess it's kind of a cool thing. All right, so I'm going to cut that there, And let's see if we can find a way to easily cut. Looks like in the back. So yeah, maybe going from the back and getting the little rubber band strap there. But it is nice to know that it is secure. That's one thing with some of the old starting lineups. They would kind of jostle around a little bit. But this is very secure here. All right. And then we get this little NHL stand here. Okay, set that off to the side. All right, so it's just a plain little disc. It's a, not too bendy, a little flimsy maybe. Now let's look at the figure here. First off, the thing that people really, I'm sure, want to know about is the face, and does it actually look like the player? That's one of the criticisms, I think, of the Legacy Series one. This one, I think it's pretty good. I think it's better than the Legacy Series one. I know there was a lot of criticism of the Sidney Crosby one, and just from looking at the pictures online of that one, I think they did a pretty good job. So let's see here. So it looks like shoulders move, articulate, very smooth. There is a little friction, so it should hold the pose. Yeah, maybe a little loose. You might want a little more friction there, but we'll kind of see when we stand them up. Also at the elbows, oh, it looks like there's like almost like a ridge. So that's kind of nice. So it's not as loose. I don't know if you can hear that. The wrists seem like they're a little more on a ball joint. Let's see the knees here. So the knees, same as the elbows. So you can go one, move it here, and then back. So it looks like there's about 3 or 4 positions that it can articulate in. Ooh, skates and the, by the feet, the ankles, that rotates that way. And then the waist, yeah, we got the waist. And then then we also get the legs move as well. So it looks like you're going to be able to configure the figure in a handful of positions if you want. Now the skates, one thing I noticed is the skates are all black, and I don't believe that is how the players wear them. They usually, the laces are white, and then also they usually have white on the bottom of the skates near the blade. That might be one little detail that's missed there. Not sure I love that. There's just one little thing that they probably could have done. But other than that, the jersey looks good. We have the Oilers logo, and then even the little NHL kind of logo that they have. Number 97 on the back, we have name and then 97. The helmet looks good. Helmet does stay on, does not come off. They didn't do any goalies in this series, so I'd be very curious if they do a goalie, like with the old starting lineups, are you going to be able to take the mask off? I would really hope that you could, because I think that would be pretty cool. So now let's see if we can kind of set him up. So there's a peg on the bottom of the this stand, and then also on the bottom of just one of his skates, there is kind of an area that you can set it on, and there's a little hole to put the peg in. So there we go. It goes in. It's pretty snug, I think. And then now we got to figure out a fun way to contort him. Let's see how the stick goes in the hand. That's another thing. Let's see here. It looks like you gotta. Oof. I don't know. Do his fingers open up? So the hand does open up a little bit. Let's get it in there. Wow, that is kind of tough. I just don't want to rip his fingers off by any means, but maybe that's good to know. Like once the stick gets in his hand, then it's probably not coming out. Yeah, that's a little tough. A little tough. Let's get it in here. Oh, and his hand just came off. Wow. I literally just ripped his hand off. So that, okay, snaps back in, so that's good. So if you put the sticks like close, the hands close together and have them up like this, okay, that's something. Oh, also the skate comes out. Wow, okay, so that's interesting. So you have this little clip here, and the skate will go in and it'll hold right there. So you could switch what skate you want in the in this little holder, and then that kind of clips in, okay, and then boom, and then it goes in that peg. But I really got to be honest. I don't know how you would contort him to do anything. I think I would recommend leaving it in the package. It's funny because on the picture online of Connor, he's kind of just holding the stick like this, which is a pretty basic pose. I don't even know how you'd go about contorting him so that he doesn't fall down. It looks a little strange. I was really liking these up until then. Now, I'm sure I could spend a whole lot more time kind of getting the perfect position right, but I just don't get the feeling like it's gonna hold up, like, and it's gonna stand up very well. That's a little disappointing. Probably got to give it some more time, and then once you get it to like hold in a position, you're probably gonna be good. But if you look at the positions that they have on their website, they don't even show the base. It just shows them like skating or holding the stick or like wanting to do sort of like get ready to do a shot. So it actually doesn't even have them in the base. I wonder if while they were producing these, they even had a tough time with that. So yeah, really like the look of these. And then maybe if you mess with it some more, it might kind of turn out to look cool, but I don't feel like it's overly sturdy. And that was one of the criticisms I had with the NBA figures of the starting lineups. They just kind of would stand there again, like on a pedestal, and I think they had 2 pegs that you would put their feet in, and yeah, I just don't think that's as good. I actually like it when I think it looks better when the peg is on the bottom of the skate and you put that into the base rather than the other way around. So I think that kind of leads to a good moment. We might as well go ahead and start our comparison here, which is something that I do like about this Series 1 Legacy. The base is, you have this nice, just strong peg that you are able to put in the base, boom, and this player's not moving anywhere. Here, I feel like it's not quite as sturdy, a little flimsy. So if you have a little time and patience to set up the figure, I think you could get it to kind of look how you'd want it to look. I do think the articulation of the joints is a cool thing, but I kind of wish it came into position already, just like the original starting lineups or hockey starting lineups did, and then you could kind of move it around from there. Right now you don't have a very good starting point because they just come like this. So definitely, if you get these, I would look online and see how they have them positioned, and yeah, might take a little work, but you'll probably get there. Now let's go ahead and do a comparison of these 2 figures. So first off, obviously different colored jerseys, different size. This is 6 inches. This Legacy series is 7 inches. Obviously, this one articulates. This one is just a statue. This one, you get this nice cardboard back. You also get the platform, and you get this little, this little logo thing here. Whereas this one, you just get a little NHL stand. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, when these came out, I think these were about $40 each. I looked online and actually still have some of these Connor McDavid ones on their shop, and they've reduced them down to $20, which is pretty cool, and actually a couple dollars less than this new articulating one. So if you like this style better, you can still get one. Otherwise, these ones are new, and yeah, I mean, I still think they're fun. It was just a pain in the butt to set up, but once it's kind of set up and everything, yeah, I think it looks cool. I'm just probably also not that skilled at setting up these figures. Also, the first time I've ever done it. Right now, just looking at these, comparing their faces, there definitely is a difference. And personally, I actually think this figure, it's maybe a little less detail. Like if you look at the helmet here, his helmet doesn't have any like the CCM markers. This helmet has his number 97. We also have a logo here of the team on his shorts, and then we don't get that here on this figure. And then also the detail on the skates. There's no white on the bottom of the skates, and then we also don't get any laces. So this figure does the Legacy series does have a little more detail. It's a little more sturdy. This one, not quite as much, but I actually think the face looks more like Connor McDavid. Yeah, just my opinion. So why don't you comment below? Let me know what you guys think. Overall, I think for $22, this is a very cool figure. If you're a hockey fan, I think you're really going to enjoy it, whether you take it out of the package or keep it in the package. Again, really looking forward to seeing what they do with NFL, Major League Baseball, and hopefully we get some basketball ones. I'm going to go ahead and after this one, probably do the Austin Matthews unboxing. So if you like this video, definitely comment below and let me know what you think of this figure. Are you going to get all 6? What players would you be looking forward to for NFL and for Major League Baseball and even for the NBA? All right, see you next time. Got another unboxing on the way. Appreciate you watching.